Here we have a flashing light, which is done by our power input into our switch. The output goes into our blocker. The output from the blocker goes into our electrical branch. We then have an output back into our blocker in order to make it flash, and then the other output from the electrical branch goes into our ceiling light. Here we have a random switch, also known as a RAND switch. So you have your power input to your switch and your power input to your RAND switch. Then the output from your normal switch goes into this set on RAND, and the output goes into your light or whatever you're trying to power. And it looks like this. It doesn't turn on every time. It has a varied amount of, or varied chance of turning on / off. As you can see, this is just a basic timer where you have your power in, your power out into your light, and you just start your timer. Simple as that. Here we have a basic HPHF sensor setup, and how this works is you have your power in into your switch, your power out into your splitter. From your splitter you have one line to your memory cell power in, a second line from your splitter to your memory cell reset. Then you have a third line going down to your HPHF sensor, and then the output from the HPHF sensor goes up into the set on the memory cell. Then the output goes from the memory cell to your ceiling light, and that looks like this when it is on. What we have here is a two-way switch, and how this works is we have a OR switch, a memory cell, two switches, and our ceiling light. The power goes into our first switch and also into our second switch. The outputs of the switches go into either side of our OR switch. The output goes into our toggle on our memory cell. A power line also goes into our power in on our memory cell, and the output goes to our ceiling light power in. And that looks like this when it is working. So you can use either switch from each end of your base to turn it on or off. Here we have a basic pressure pad with toggle using our memory cell. So when you walk on that, it turns your light on. When you walk back on, it turns it off. How that works is we have a power in line from our splitter, and we have a power out into the toggle on our memory cell. We have a power in line to the memory cell from our splitter as well. Then the power output just goes into our ceiling light.